The Master's Mysteries. Tales of Magical Mastery. Episode 115. Well, this is too dangerous. As the person emerged from the grass, it became clear that it was the long-lost Taoist Zhang Daoling. Thanks to my fast running. Otherwise my life would have been in jeopardy. After rebuilding the Iron Bull sect, he took on the role of sect master in a decent manner. However, due to his inherently lazy and carefree nature, he quickly felt stifled and bored. Moreover, he was worried about Liao Fengdi, so he handed over the Taoist temple to Little Sha and ventured northward all the way here. Unexpectedly, he encountered a fierce battle between a Jiaolong and a shaman of the Divine Dragon Shamanism. As soon as he arrived at the Divine Dragon Shamanism, startled, he hurriedly hid in the woods. Just as he caught his breath, he suddenly noticed a huge golden eagle descending from the sky. Can't be true. Another one is coming from above. This frightened Taoist Zhang Daoling, rolling and crawling out of the woods. He was about to complain about his ill-fated destiny when he realized that monsters could be encountered everywhere. A black shadow flashed before his eyes, and a huge black panther pounced fiercely in front of him. Taoist Zhang Daoling was so scared that he was stupid on the spot, thinking that this time it was really over. Wait, don't hurt anyone. Just when Taoist Zhang Daoling thought his life was about to end and was prepared to go see his master, a voice suddenly sounded behind him, causing both the golden eagle and the black panther to retreat. Taoist, why is it you? Why are you here? You are. Busy turning his head to look, Taoist Zhang Daoling was surprised to see a teenager of 14 or 15 who had saved him. From the looks of it, the young man seemed to recognize him. Taoist, don't you recognize me anymore? The young man turned in place and unexpectedly turned into a large rat. Taking a closer look, the red fur on the rat's head was quite familiar. Is it Ahuo? Ah, Ahuo, it's hard for you to come looking for us. Taoist, your nose is running. Taoist Zhang Daoling suddenly remembered. Wasn't this the immortal Ahuo who had been following Liao Fengdi all along? Well, Taoist Zhang Daoling was finally meeting a relative and hugged Ahuo affectionately. By the way, where's Fengdi? Why haven't I seen him? Did something happen? You didn't give me a chance to talk. After wiping his nose and tears all over Ahuo, Taoist Zhang Daoling finally asked about Liao Fengdi. You guys keep watch. I'll be right back. All right, kid. You're already a big brother now. Ahuo originally came to investigate the terrain with his unique skills and secret weapons. At this point, he handed the task to them, and taking Taoist Zhang Daoling, headed towards the cave below the cliff. Where did those three bastards run off to again? Speaking of which, inside the cave, besides the three unconscious individuals, there was only the black fox left. He had sent the Liaodong 3 killers and the 3-headed mastiff out to observe the situation, but it had been quite a while, and not a single person had returned. The black fox dared not leave while guarding here, and he was also worried about the situation outside. In this dilemma, he suddenly heard a moan behind him. Turning around, he saw that Xiadi and Luxing had both awakened. You finally woke up. Are you okay? Black Fox hurriedly inquired about the situation, but these two seemed as if they had just awakened from a nightmare, their heads still a bit dazed as they stared blankly at Black Fox. Why hasn't Fengdi woken up yet? But it wasn't the time for detailed explanations. The three quickly realized that only Liao Fengdi had yet to wake up. What happened to you just now? He saved us. Xiadi was especially worried. They were trapped in a formation, and Liao Fengdi broke the formation to rescue her and Luxing. Liao Fengdi was acting strangely at that time, and now he still hasn't woken up, which is deeply concerning. At this moment, his face turned pale, as if he was undergoing some kind of pain. In fact, Liao Fengdi had already come out of Duke Xianjun's formation, But he couldn't escape his own spiritual world because there was someone appearing in his spiritual world. How do you feel, kid, having such powerful strength? Before, Liao Fengyi only knew that there was a forbidden area in his spiritual world that he couldn't enter no matter what. Unexpectedly, there was a strange person with wings like a demon hidden there. Feels amazing, doesn't it? Listening to his words, the terrifying power he suddenly possessed was indeed related to him. Hey, you better be grateful for the power I've given you. Who are you? Get out of my body. Since there are two people in this body, it's not certain who it belongs to yet, and this demon king even wanted to take over his body. Get out, my body belongs only to me. The situation outside was urgent, and Liao Fengyi didn't want to be trapped here. He shouted and rushed forward. Do you have the power to protect him? All your power belongs to me. The man seemed to completely disregard Liao Fengyi. When Liao Fengyi attacked, he didn't move a muscle. Liao Fengyi quickly understood why the other party was so calm. It was because the pair of black wings that grew behind him instantly turned into several ropes, tightly binding him. Indeed, the power of those black wings came from the other person, and of course, obeyed him. Don't struggle in vain. My power can help you deal with others, and of course, it can deal with you too. You bastard, shameless demon. Liao Fengyi was suddenly a bit frustrated. He was about to shout a few curses, but the ropes suddenly tightened, forcing Liao Fengyi to immediately spit out blood, rendering him unable to speak. Accept reality. How about we make a deal? Take turns using this body. The Demon King, satisfied with his show of strength, quickly shifted the conversation to propose a compromise. As soon as his words were spoken, a powerful force attacked Liao Fengyi, forcing him to kneel on the ground with a thud. Dream on. But if he thought that by doing this, he could force Liao Fengyi to agree, then he really underestimated Liao Fengyi. My body belongs only to me. At this moment, a tremendous surge of spiritual energy erupted from Liao Fengyi, instantly shaking off the ropes that bound him. You'll never have a say, no matter when. With the eruption and strengthening of his spiritual energy, those pitch-black wings gradually disappeared. I finally understand. Have you figured it out? My power will only make you stronger. Hearing Liao Fengyi say he understood, the demon phoenix felt delighted, thinking that Liao Fengyi had agreed to the proposal. I finally understand why Master only let me lay a solid foundation. Cultivate spiritual energy, uphold one's true self, undisturbed by any demonic influences. During the battle with Duke Xianjun, Liao Fengyi initially thought Master considered him too dull, only teaching the most basic martial arts. But now, he realized that laying a solid foundation was the key to preserving one's true self. Now, Liao Fengyi consecutively formed several hand seals in his hands, gathering all his spiritual energy into his palms. Then, two streams of spiritual energy simultaneously surged and struck the ground beneath his feet. How does it feel? The ground was immediately shattered and dented by the impact of the two spiritual energies. You really are a fool. As expected, this area was the Demon Phoenix's barrier. As it shattered, the Demon Phoenix's body also fragmented. If I disappear, your power will vanish too, and you'll turn back into a useless novice. However, the Demon Phoenix was right. If he disappeared, the power Liao Fengyi had gained would also vanish. How could he then save his master and ensure the safety of those around him? Wasn't this tremendous power what he desired most? I was originally a novice, and my aptitude is foolish. But Liao Fengyi's response completely surprised the Demon Phoenix. Faced with temptation, not many could uphold their true selves, and Liao Fengyi was truly extraordinary. You fool, don't you desire to become stronger? But he refused to accept it, couldn't understand. In his eyes, Only a fool would make such a choice. Without my power, you'll be a weakling for your entire life, you fool. The demon phoenix's body slowly turned into powder, but amidst the debris, a bright red bead appeared. Liao Fenghe wasn't truly foolish. This thing was the essence accumulated by the demon phoenix in its millennia of cultivation, an absolute treasure. Having lived in my body for so long, it's time to pay some rent. Moreover, this thing had been in his body for over 10 years. Easily processable, Liao Fenghe grabbed the bead and threw it into his mouth. Besides, with the death of the demon phoenix, the spatial barrier instantly shattered. Liao Fenghe came out of the barrier and returned to his own spiritual world. In reality, Liao Fenghe finally woke up. But as soon as he opened his eyes, his face turned crimson. Fenghe, is something wrong? Nothing. You're awake. Why is your face so red? Seeing Liao Fenghe wake up, everyone was overjoyed. Seeing his bright red face, they all thought he wasn't feeling well and anxiously inquired about his condition. Kid, thought you were a goner. Facing everyone's inquiries, Liao Fenghe felt awkward and didn't know how to explain. Just then, a familiar voice rang out, saving him. Taoist, how did you come here?